Hi guys, welcome to another daily video. Hope you have enjoyed the weekend and that you are fully recovered for another week of bridge. And today's video is sponsored by Elizabeth from Switzerland. So thank you very much, Elizabeth, for the support and for everyone to see the video about making a plan. And it's not just making a plan in the card play, it starts in the bidding. So let's have a look what hand do we have for today's video. It comes from the Czech Federation tournament on FunBridge, and you are dealt with 15 high card points, unbalanced hand because it's 6-4, 10 cards into suits, and the right hand opponent opens 1 diamond. So you have a couple of options, but I mean the obvious one is the 1 spade bid, because if you count your losers with an unbalanced hand, you have 2 in spades, 3 in hearts, and 1 in clubs. So altogether 6. So you have something like opening plus extra, or you can do it like the same way. If you overcall, you have overcall plus extra. So you overcall 1 spade, and you see what comes up. Partner supports with 2 spades and east-west is passing. So it seems that we are going to win the board with the spade contract, but the question is how high. So our king of clubs is kind of useless because even if partner has a king, it doesn't have that much value because the only losers we have in hearts. So this is start making a plan in the bidding. And the plan is all the time the same when you are playing in trumps. So you try to identify the losers in the long side of trumps, which is our hand because we have 6, we expect partner to have 3 spades. So the 2 losers in spades can be covered basically by only 1 honor in partner's hand, because later on we probably want to play a finesse, or because we have 9 of them, if partner has the king, the queen might drop. Now the idea might be, is the finesse working or not? That can help you if opponents bid, and in this board we know that most of the points will be with east, so the spade finesse will potentially work if partner has only 1 honor. Also, if he has none, then most likely we will lose only 1 loser trick. So we might upgrade the hand because of this a little bit. If partner has king queen, that's probably the biggest defect of this hand. So with 4 small hearts, we actually have to get rid of them all. And that's where it starts. So it's, in theory, it's 3 losers because we are missing ace, king, queen. But in practice, in card play, you have to get rid of all 4 hearts. Yes, the suit might split 4-3-3-3, and we have enough time to establish the suit. But the chance that the suit is splitting with unbalanced hands is much less than if everybody is balanced. The club loser we just lose, but actually any club owner can be used to discard the 4th heart, maybe even the 4th and the 3rd heart if partner has ace, queen and an entry. And with the 2 diamonds, that's nice that we don't have loser. On the other hand, ace king or the king of clubs singleton creates an immediate blockage, so we need to count with that. Now the question is how to get rid of the hearts, and we know that if partner is having the honor, for example the king or a queen, that probably doesn't help us much because we don't have any support for that suit, and the honor will be wrong positions because east is the one which has more points. On the other hand, you can think distribution, because we can either cover our losers by honors, discarding on the established winners in the other suits, or we can rough them in the short side. And that's actually what can happen on this board. Because we have 6-4 and partner is having the fit, the plastic evaluation says that because we have more than 2 cards difference in hearts and clubs and hearts and diamonds, it's more likely that partner will have also 2 cards difference in those 2 suits. So suddenly if partner has 2 small hearts, nothing else, 2 small hearts, and let's say 4th king in spades, or even 4th queen in spades. So 4 trumps, maybe even 3 trumps might be enough, but if we want to ruff twice, we like partner to have 4 trumps. So king 4th, so we lose a club, we lose ace, king in hearts, we don't lose a spade, we don't lose a diamond, and we will ruff our 2 hearts. And that's all what you can do immediately now in the position of bidding. So if you can imagine that partner promised minimum 1, usually he has 2 honors and a fid, then you have only 1 bid. You don't need to invite with this hand because you can make a game with a real minimum of partner's hand. So that's why the proper bid, no matter the scoring system, should be 4 spades immediately and not an invitation, because you can find the perfect hand without that. Okay, and you see that partner is having really only 2 hearts. There is the difference in between clubs and diamonds and hearts, 2 cards. Partner has only 3 card fit, which makes it a little bit more difficult. But on the other hand, partner has 3 useful honors. But you can see that partner, if he doesn't have the king of hearts, the hand will be kind of exactly the same, because the king will most likely not score a trick. So because we already had a plan, we can immediately start playing, because we know how to play the hand. So we just follow with the diamond and win the diamond trick. It's best that you cover your honors, because if I win with the king, both of the defenders will know that I have the ace. So it's better to win with the ace, and both east and west in the partner's eyes might see that they have the king. So that will be a little bit more difficult for the opponents. Now, usually you want to draw trumps, but not if you are ruffing in the short side, and after drawing the trumps, you will lose the control. So you definitely want to play the hearts. But before you play the hearts, you actually want to unblock the king of clubs. Yeah, because that creates a blockage, and on ace of clubs you can discard 1 of the hearts, and 1 heart you can trump. And see that you need an entry for playing the spade finesse. And we will get back to the spade suit very soon. It's also important in here to watch the discards. So we have the 6 and a 7. We see that we are missing the 2 and a 4. So clubs will most likely split 4-4, or actually, if not, then 6-2. So I think that 4-4 is more probable, and since we know that East is actually opening 1 diamond, promising 4 diamonds, that might change the probability a little bit. So we place heart to the king, which we expect that this will fail. And opponents are playing the diamond back. Because of the 3 of diamonds lead, West should have only 3, well, that should have 3 diamonds. That means that East is having 4 diamonds. So if we keep counting, then East started with 4 diamonds. We think that he started also with 4 clubs, but giving the preference to a better suit. Therefore, he is left only with 5 cards with spades and hearts. And we saw the low high from West, so he might have an odd number, which seems to be, wait, was it? Yeah, to be honest, I didn't notice the first one. But see that at the end, it might be not that important. East played the club, which actually gives us the direct entry, so we can actually finesse the spades and discard our loser. It's better to discard it in the second round than trumping and then trying to ruff and then discard the heart. Because that will be already 3rd round, and even we expect that the trumps will break, sometimes you might be surprised that West started with 6 clubs and that there will come the ruff in the 3rd round, which we cannot afford to score extra tricks. So right now we have only 1 loser and 3 trumps. So the idea is that we need to guess what is the trump split. So if West started with 4 diamonds, 4 clubs, and only 2 hearts, he's having 3 spades. And if he's having 3 spades, and probably the king, because he still has more high card points, which card do you want to play? Yes, the queen. because if the 10 doesn't drop in the first round, I might finesse it in the second round, and that's what helps us that East play the club and not the diamond. If there will be a risk that West will be overruffing, so that means that if we expect that East is having only doubles and heart and 3 spades, well, then he will always overruff us if he has 3 spades, because we will not have another entry, so that might not work in this case. But if we find out that one of the players might be short and roughing, we might better play the small spade to keep the queen for potential overruff with West, not keeping the 6-5 when we are still missing the 7 and the 10. But now West shouldn't be roughing, so we can play the queen and trying to promote. So East covered with the king, we win with the ace, and suddenly we can ruff the heart if we think that we need the finesse. In my eyes, to be honest, I didn't notice the hearts, so if I want to be safe, I might play the jack of spades and then ruff the heart. And from the count, it seems that it doesn't matter, because if East is having 3 spades and 2 hearts, he will always overruff. So I might just safely draw the jack and the spades break. So that's perfect, and we can ruff the last heart. So see that at the end it was pretty easy to play this hand for winning 11 tricks even, and we didn't need the king of hearts. So if we invite, will partner accept the invitation without the king of hearts, which was actually completely useless in this board? And that's the question. Now if we invite and partner is having 9 high card points, he will always accept the invitation. But without the king, I think that he might not. And we might have a look what happens. So this was imps, so I scored +3. See that most people bid the game, but actually more people win only 10 tricks than 11 tricks. And that's kind of surprising. So we might have a look in here. If I move myself a bit, then we will see that 5 people made 11 tricks and 7 people made 10 tricks. Not that much difference in imps, but there will be a huge difference in match points. 2 people kind of screwed up, but that sometimes happen. One because he preempted with this hand to 3 spades and partner didn't raise, which is understandable, and the other one, it was more like a misclick at the end to go down, but still the play was for only 10 tricks. So thank you guys for watching. Be there for another daily videos, and this first day there will be the live stream starting from 6:30 Central European time. So don't forget to play the exclusive tournaments this week, and I will see you in the live stream and in the next videos. Take care and stay safe.